Hi, and welcome to another episode dissecting the engine of my 1978 Mercedes-Benz 450 SL. Today, we are going to be continuing basically the episode that I did last time, which is about the fuel injection system. And what that means, so I talked about the fuel injectors last time, I talked about what they do. We have today, because what I did last time was I showed you, here's where the fuel comes into the injector, here's where it goes out of the injector, and what that means with the explosions. Wait for the plane overhead. So now I'm going to be showing you where the fuel actually comes from. Obviously it comes from a gas tank, but it has to go somewhere else in between. And that somewhere else is, let me rotate the tripod, this thing. Yeah, so it looks like a giant metal spider, if you will. Sorry if any of you guys are arachnophobic. But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Because there are 8 cylinders on this car, just like the air intake and exhaust manifolds that have 8 tubes each. This has 8 little tubes. So each of these little things screws onto the top of these yellow things, like I showed you in the last episode. So they all kind of go on here, like so. And then you can just screw them into place. Obviously, it's, I'm not putting it all back together right now. This is something I took off a long time ago. But you just put this on here, you can screw it in. So yeah, or you can screw it in here, That's all it does. It brings in gasoline from one of these tubes. One of the tubes, Sorry, this is not going to be an episode that has terribly great camera work. Apologies in advance for that. But it brings in fuel through one of these, and it puts it out through these 8. And again, it's that simple. That's all it does. And this is something that I'll talk about more. The reason I'm doing this is engines just look complicated, and they're really not. They have a lot of things that go a lot of places and do a lot of things. But when you really look at them, they're very simple. It's a lot of very simple things working together to create one very complicated thing. And you'll find that with a lot of things in life. It's a lot of very simple things that are easy to understand, but that when you look at them as a whole can be very daunting, very hard to imagine how they all work together. But once you dig into it, you find things like this that are very simple on their own. It's just a tube that goes from one place to another. That's it. So with that, have a good day.